this week's Parsha, the Torah describes the beautiful garments of the Kohen, the priestly garments. And of course there was this nice hat, a magnificent long robe, and the Torah adds an interesting piece of clothing, which was the avnate. In Yiddish it's a gartel, which is really a belt over the robe. Now why is that so important to have a belt? Why is that one of the priestly clothing? You see, a belt differentiates between the upper part of the body and the lower part of the body. Talmud actually teaches us that when every Jew goes to daven, we should wear a belt. Now nowadays we might not need one because we have separate clothing. We don't just wear a robe like in the olden days. If you have a top clothing and the lower clothing, then that's enough to differentiate. But to remember that, the Torah told the Kohen, you should actually wear a big thick belt to always remember that there's a higher part and a lower part. You see, an animal is on all four because the head, the heart, and the lower part of the body is all on one level. A human being was created upright to remember we're not on that level. There's a higher part and a lower part because that's the way God created us. Of course, we need all our animalistic feelings because we're human beings. God didn't want us to be angels. He has plenty of angels upstairs. Hashem said, I created you a human being, which is a body and a soul. But recognize that there's a difference. Don't confuse the two. And that's why we have a mitzvah to wear this belt, to always remember you're a human being. And you have an upper part and a lower part. And make sure not to confuse the two. And the Kohen, the ultimate Jew, when he's in the temple representing all of us, always have to remember by feeling and recognizing and seeing that big thick belt, to remember that message, that not to confuse the upper part and the lower part. And let us all remember that message too, that we're human beings with our body, but we have a soul, and we're bigger than that, and we know how to differentiate between the top and the part and the bottom. Thank you. Have a wonderful Shabbos. This week Shabbos, the traveling Hasidim will be traveling once again to San Antonio, Texas, for a wonderful Shabbaton. Looking forward. Have a great Shabbos.
Shabbos.